Okay, guys. So, guys, I don't remember where I stopped with this video, but I think we should have do a bench test or should do a part two. I don't remember quite, guys, what I did or what I did not. But anyway, this is the Taramp base 8K, guys. Yeah, that I was working on with that problem that it wasn't powering on and stuff like that. Yeah, nothing was coming on, no power line, no protection line, nothing. So I replaced, guys, the PA4Q right here at IC, yeah, which is IC9. And I have some, let me show you what I replaced in it, guys. These are the parts that I replaced, guys. Yeah. I normally do this on some of my videos, not everyone. So what the other day, a subscriber asked me if I could, show like the parts I repaired and I repair that I did and amplify that I didn't. But I said it, but some people, they don't maybe don't understand when you talk. I understand my accent sometimes, yeah. Like a lot of people might not understand. But yeah, these are the parts, so I'm gonna start doing like this, yeah. So yes, guys, I did have to replace both of the SI 8244B, BB, yeah, and this diode right here, yes, guys, it's a signal diode, and it's right here. Yes, I did have to replace that one, and this IC, the PA4Q, yeah, and this resistor right here, which is R99, which is 4.7 ohms, or 4R7 ohms, yeah. I did have to replace that one. And then, guys, in addition to that, pour the amplifier on. The amplifier have the protection and the clip light whenever I turn the volume up. The protection and the clip light, guys, just going back and forth when I turn the volume up. That problem, guys, I know that off the bat what that problem is. The SIICs. So that's why I have to replace these, guys. That's the reason why I replaced these. And lo and behold, guys, I replaced those. And I was like, you know, stressing the amplifier, guys, like all of a sudden, go more than I should, when I replace it. And, before I replace it, guys, when those were flashing, amplifier was okay. Once I replaced them and, going to test the amplifier, all of a sudden, guys, I only, bam, right here, guys, this MOSFET right here goes up into smoke. Let me see which one is it. It's the Q14, yeah. Q14 right here, MOSFET, guys, blow up. The middle pin blow off. Honestly, guys, I don't know if something was shorting out to the pin or so, because I just, reinstall everything and stuff like that, put it back into the chassis. I don't know what the hell happened, guys, but it blows up. So you know how it goes, guys, when it blows up? I have to replace all 6 of these and all 6 on this side, guys. So yeah, I have the parts, so I just replace them, guys. So that's the best way, a clean, fresh repair, guys. That's how I do my stuff. You understand? Yeah, it's best to do that. And then I was like, man, it's puzzling me, guys, up until this moment. I told myself that maybe these were bad, so these were also going either. They were going. They were getting there. They were almost a point of fail. So once these up and operational, these go out because of they getting more what they should get feed from this to this. So everything is okay now. So it just blow out because they can't everything's working fine. So they were weak. Somehow they were weak. Whatever way you take it, because these were bad. The driver MOSFET, I see, yeah, they were bad. So I replaced them. Have the amplifier check around, check everything, guys, around, and I say, all right, I don't see nothing else, guys. I have the amplifier up for like 2 days now, and I said, all right, let me see now. There is no way this amplifier should do what it did earlier on, because I don't have nothing. Everything read fine to me. The circuit, I read everything read parts, everything. So I don't see nothing shorting out, and I said, all right, I'm gonna give it a whatever. I told myself, said this at this point, if it blows up, it blows up. So I'm not just gonna just pour it on and just leave it, and I did that. Well, I stay far from it, guys, because I was, didn't understand why that happened. But yep, so I replace it with, these IRFB 4115, guys. That's IRFB 4115. Yeah, which I have. These are the ones that come Taramp. Let me see here. Yes, guys. So yeah, these are some new batch one that they have now. So and I point on, it comes on. So I just want to do that test for you guys, just to let you guys see, see that everything's working fine. So let me go ahead and top and see if I can give you guys a little bench test here, guys. Oh my words. No, guys, I want to, oh man. YouTube now I have to go to, guys, which I didn't want to go to for no hard, no. Oh, my words. Right, so let me see, guys, what I can do to get you guys some audio. Right, and then see if I can call a customer to come for this after I give it my own testing. After. Alrighty then. Come on. YouTube non-copyright. Come on, come on, come on. I put non-copyright bass in the non-copyright music for bass. Non-copyright music bass boost. Alright. Wow. We do have something like that. Alright. So let's see, guys. So two, alright. So I'm gonna pour it on, guys. Right, so on, guys, as you can see the little light right here, guys. So yep, alright, guys. Don't want to stress it too much. Man, these things are running really cold. Jamaica would say cold like puppy nose. Man, so guys, you see that? It's up and running. Power's on. It's working fine. So let me see if there's anything charged left in this thing. So Holy crap, look at that. Damn. See that, guys? Yep. Always destroy these caps, guys. Else you'll be fried in a second. And I use a light bulb, guys. And I normally when you're doing it, this guy get a like the higher the what the wattage is best for you. Okay, it suck a lot more from the capacitor, you know. So I use this one is I think it's if I'm not wrong, it's let's see. I think, yeah, this was I think it's 100 watt. Yeah, it's 100 watt. Yeah, halogen bulb. Yeah, 100 watt. So I'll use halogen, guys. Don't use LED for that purpose. Halogen is best. Right? It pull a lot of amperage and stuff like that. So take draw a lot of heat. You know, so yeah. So that's perfect for this kind of situation. But yes, guys, that's it. So whenever you have a situation like that, yes, guys, and let me tell you guys, but whenever you have an amplifier coming for you for repair, and it have the protection and the clip light flashing at the same time, meanwhile the pole light is on, especially when you try to turn the volume up, just replace the SI IC. Those are the what causing it. Those are the culprit, guys. Those SI, yeah, they do that kind of stuff. So you just replace them and you'll be good to go. Not saying you're not supposed to check around, check everything else, but check that those SIC because those are what normally cause it in my situation all the time. All the time. I have this like I don't know how much of them. I repair more than I would say 10 amplifiers with the same problem like that. They come in like that, and that's what happened, That flashing clip light and the protection light, whenever you turn the volume up, yeah, it goes both of them on at the same time, flashing. Yes, you just replace these two IC. But otherwise, guys, yeah, you'll get one of these in, and it's not pouring on. First place to check, like guys, once you check the remote from here, the pour and everything is good. Pour is coming to the circuit, which these have some big leads, so they would burn off. And we would have some burned off somewhere here with the remote is, you would have some issue. But always come right up here, guys, to check. And check right here, we have this IC here, IC9, mostly the problem, guys. And that IC, it's not an easy one to replace, guys, just to tell you. Right off the bat, it's not easy, but believe me, guys, you'll get it. You'll definitely get it after a while. Okay? Yeah, definitely. Alright, guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this together now, guys, and you guys could see it's nice and decent, and the customer can get it. So any question, guys, please feel free to ask me, guys. I get to you as fast as I can, as best as I can, guys. You know my situation, guys. I don't do this full time, so a lot of time I get caught up with this, my work, and plus kids I have to take care of. So please see with me, guys. Sometimes I don't answer you on time, guys. Don't get mad, It's just my life now. So and I'm sharing it with you guys to help you with this stuff. Let you guys learn some stuff off the bat where who don't have like a oscilloscope can learn a little stuff from me, a little tricks, as they say, tricks in trade, matches back in business. Yeah, some little stuff like that off the bat. This is how we used to do it in Jamaica when we don't have any stuff like that, when we could afford stuff like that, guys. A lot of people say, hey, why you don't learn your... yes, I'm learning. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to learn how to use the oscilloscope, of course. I have one. But, hey, if my method that I used for years is still working for me, yeah, I'm going to show you guys, because not a lot of people can afford it. And some people still use the scope and they don't know what they're doing anyway. So, but, that's it. So I'm just showing you off the bat, guys, what happened, the raw version of it, guys. I don't do nothing to my video. I don't, my video are just like they recorded. I don't have nothing like, just my logo or so, and that's it. So anything you see I do, guys, that's all been done. That's why I do it right through. That's why I work. And I always like to work on a clean circuit. I like clean my circuit before I don't pick through, take this part out and check. No, if I'm output problem, I have an output problem, guys. I'm gonna have to remove all the outputs and I'm gonna put in new outputs, new MOSFET, guys. Sometime I might say, yeah, you have an amplifier, you say, you see something like something drop across it or some stuff or the other. In some cases, you can just say replace a MOSFET if you can find your matching, the batch. You could test one and find, it compatible with it. The other one, yeah, you use it. But otherwise, guys, sorry, yeah, it's good, working good. Everything is up and running and stuff. And yeah, somebody checked this before me, from what I heard, and they said they can't repair it because it's not repairable because they said the circuit burnt out. I don't know what they're trying to say, or but that's what they said. The circuit burnt out, so they gave it to me. So the guy said, "Hey, well, what he said, I know you can repair anything." I said, "Yeah, not really say repair anything, but I take on any job, guys. I have to prove myself wrong before I say, okay, I don't know, look at something. No matter how bad it is, I don't look at it and say, man, I can't repair. Like some guys, if somebody messes with it, I don't do that, guys. I'll take it and I'll try to figure it out, and that's why I learn a lot of stuff. I figure out a lot of stuff, mistake people make, and stuff where they remove parts that's and stuff like that. Yeah, I learned the hard way, guys. Believe me. So a lot of stuff that I learned, guys, is not like I don't see anybody do it before. I learned it on my own. I figure out stuff on my own. So that's the thing that's nobody can take from you. Stuff you learn. I have my little tricks that I normally use for a lot of stuff where I do. But you guys, from time to time, you guys will see what I'm talking about. So yeah. But for now, guys, that's it. And Cartoon Cardio for now. Please like, subscribe to my channel, guys. If you want to see a lot more, and please, guys, it will mean in the long run. And thank you guys for watching. For those who watch and don't subscribe, hey, maybe one day you will. So still appreciate you guys watching. Thank you guys for everything. And Cartoon Cardio for now, guys. All right, enough respect.